in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if he won't take a lazy day. Wifey want me, told me take a break. I keep going to the paper straight. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch? Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll.
We're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich.
If I was going bald, I would definitely do shave.
And then we would need to see pictures of that. Then we gotta see the shaved head. But speaking of live, guess what, guys?
Like, damn, bro, why your head so lumpy?
Well,
Why does it look like Jabba the Hutt?
ew. But yo, guys, what is going on, everybody? We are live. That is right. It is the next podcast, and guys, it's kind of a sad day for me. Although it's something I've seen coming for a while. We have to talk about Bungie and what's going on over there. Them laying off people. Not only that, there's a lot more. There's a lot more going on. That has been going on like over time. Unfortunately, I don't get a chance to talk about it that much because we can't talk about Destiny 2 on this show for some reason. But we are talking about Bungie tonight. It's such. Well, obviously, we were talking about it. Call of Duty. He wants to say Battlefield. He wants to say Battlefield. That's exactly what it is. It's not even Call of Duty. He says that he really meant Battlefield. No, did you suggest? Hold on.
We need to scratch our balls on it.
Did you suggest that in the DM? No.
No one cares about that game.
Yeah.
For you. That's why your game of the year.
Casket says he can only hear you.
Really? Hold on. Let me see what's going on here.
Barely.
Well,
Barely hear anyone. But all right.
okay. Yeah, no, it's weird because sometimes when I start up OBS, all of our voices
You
are
trying to
going.
talk over us?
All of our voices are going through one channel, so it's no problem. And then another time, I won't change anything, and I'll turn it on again, and they're going through both channels like how I had it set up. So it goes back and forth. So I appreciate that.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really weird. But I did fix it. I do have a panel here. But let's get into the intros.
He's like, it's not just me talking.
Yeah, no, it isn't. Even though that's what we were talking about before we went live, But nah, guys, let's get into the intros. Let's start down there in the Lone Star State. This man, he's such a Destiny 2 hater, and he does not allow me to talk about Halo at all on this show either. It is my brother Predator. Yo, Pred, what is up, bro?
Okay, first of all,
Oh no,
you talk about Halo more than any other game in the history of life of games. So, like, we don't want to hear about a damn Lego set from Halo. That's not a topic, okay? That's why we don't allow you to talk about Halo.
I don't know. You guys
You don't do
talked
it.
about that for like 45 minutes, man. Like I just brought it up. You could have killed it real quick. You talked about it for like 45 minutes.
I tried to kill it before it even got to the show, but you're like, no, it's important. We're gonna talk about it. It's the news.
It's the news.
Who bought that shit? Nobody.
It's so true.
So,
and he
but yeah.
was mad about it too, wasn't he, Pred?
oh yeah, he tried to get a little hype about it. I tried to tell him shut the fuck up and sit his ass down somewhere. Before I had to fly to Connecticut and slap his ass.
Locke's helmet was on this dude's shoulder. We needed to talk about the death of Locke because we all
But
knew
then we
it
don't-
was coming.
We don't talk about every other update for every other shooter that comes out, but fucking Destiny or fucking Halo comes out with a fucking ball sack attachment.
Do you guys
You're like,
hear
oh,
the
what's
hate?
good?
Yo, Casket, do you hear the hate?
Let's talk about it,
Just fuming.
bitch.
Fuming with fire.
But what's up, everybody? I mean, we didn't have a show last week because somebody was playing Destiny or something. So
No, I had
so we're back this week.
training. We're doing a new teamwork initiative at my job. So
Did you learn anything?
what happened?
Did you learn anything?
No, not at all.
Okay, there's wasted training then.
Hey, I got paid for it.
Waste of
Though.
time.
I got paid for
It's
it.
all good though.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I want to hear. Once I say I got paid for it, yeah, no, we're all good then. But yeah, no, unfortunately, we were not here last week. I was at work. I definitely would have rather been here, but let's see next on the list. Let's go to the West Coast. The only one on this panel who has probably played Jusant, of course, it is Dark Optimus. Yo, Dark, what is up, bro?
What's up, man? Want to know one thing? What is this game that is on the screen right?
I was thinking that K Mega sent me gameplay, and this is some of K Mega's gameplay.
Let me see. Let me
Yeah,
see.
look.
Did he actually show my gameplay?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Let me see.
Dude, you gave me like
Oh,
2.5
and our
hours of
icons
gameplay. You're gonna have
aren't
gameplay for
popping
a
up
few weeks,
either.
bro.
Oh, yeah. I told you I was going to bring it to you. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. This is Devil Hunt.
Yo, this shit's crazy too.
Devil Hunt.
There's only a piece.
Yeah.
You say Devil's Hunt?
Devil's Yes. Yes. Devil's Yes, sir.
So it's a
Whoop.
divorce court simulator. Got you.
I'm ready to risk it all for that one. But anyway, no.
Wow.
No, Devil's Hunt. That's what it's called.
Yo, this game,
Okay.
don't sleep this game. I only put a section of the gameplay in here. There's more of this game. Like, yo, it's kind of crazy. You can see it's kind of crazy. Bro.
Yeah, because K Mega sends you like 45 minutes of gameplay, doesn't he?
Oh no, I gave him
But no,
one.
man,
I gave him
happy to
like
be here, dude.
2.5
Happy
hours.
to-
of
Yeah, he
gameplay.
gave me like 2.5. The second one, for some reason, it only
Sounds
came
about
out as a
right.
picture. Yo, it didn't come out as a video. But the first one,
Okay, I'll send it.
yeah,
Okay, I'll
the
resend
first
it.
one I got though.
That's
But,
what happens when you have old people trying to figure out what computers are like.
how do I program this
Um,
VCR?
What
that's
is
cell
a
phone,
mouse?
Grandma?
But no, man, I'm happy to be here, dude. You know, ready to get into the topics and everything. And yeah,
Yeah. After Devil's Hunt, what are you gonna do after that, man? There's really no.
there's not really much you can go from.
There's
there,
no
you know?
following a Devil's Hunt. You know what I'm saying? Even the Antonio in the
No.
chat was a little surprised.
You
by that.
literally every
That's
time
me,
you say
by the
Devil's
way.
Hunt, it sounds like the other Devils. Yeah.
Antonio is me, by the way. So you guys are lost right now.
Wow.
Oh, you bastard! I just saw the A and then Antonio.
Definitely H2OS.
Well, sir, you
predator.
tell yourself to calm down, okay? We're gonna say
Calm
things.
down.
We're gonna say things on this show
Devil's
that
cunt.
might be
Who
a
said
little
that?
off color, man. I'm just saying. But yo, let's
When
see.
are we not, dude?
Yeah, that is true. I started telling people it's a show about gaming news and insults, basically. Like that's pretty much what we do. Yeah. And speaking of insults, coming live from the 405, my brother K Mega, who apparently is only talking in my head, but I still got to give him the mic. Apparently, it's just a voice in my head that's gonna torment me tonight. But yeah, no, K Mega, what's up, bro?
What's happening, man? What's happening? I'm surprised that you are showing my gameplay. I just knew the excuses was gonna come. Man, I had a corn, or I had a pimple on my ass or something. I don't know, and we couldn't, and it hurt, and I couldn't put the gameplay in or something like that.
I couldn't sit in my chair.
Yeah, right.
pimple on my
Yeah.
ass.
So,
He had to make you
yeah.
feel special after the weekend. you
Right. I had to go play slip and slide with my son or some crazy shit. I don't know what was going on. But regardless, yeah, good to be here, man. Eventful day. You know what I'm saying? Spending time with my mother. You know what I'm saying? And then she had me doing chores. I don't know why, she has a nearly 50-year-old man going out here still doing chores, but it is what it is. But ready to get to it. And also, you know what I'm saying, congratulations on the Texas Rangers winning their first World Series.
Had no idea what was going on either. Had no idea.
I know that this is making,
I didn't even know Texas
Dallas
even had a
fans.
baseball team.
Yeah, they got a couple. They got a couple, but they're over here thinking now. I'm looking at reports, and I'm pretty sure Pred is over here got a grin on his face, thinking that is destiny because they think that them Cowboys, after they dispatched my Rams, that they're Super Bowl bound, but they're not.
Don't even talk about it, Kay. Don't even talk.
We had this discussion before you got on tonight, so we're going to
That's
get
okay.
into
We're
it.
3-5. We're 3-5. We weren't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
I mean, look.
We got
at least we've had a Super Bowl in this past decade, right?
Oh, in both decades, yeah. We've had 4 Super Bowl appearances after the Cowboys and 49ers win a Super Bowl.
Pred,
how many Super Bowl rings do the Cowboys have?
I'm starting to see your argument
as a franchise.
Before, Pred. I'm starting to see.
I didn't even bring it on.
Just piled right on, right there.
First thing I got to be like, how many rings do the Rams have as a franchise? 2. We got how many does the Cowboys have? How many the Cowboys have?
I don't know. I don't care.
How many of the
More than
Cowboys
3
have this decade?
It don't matter.
Yo, Jay.
Oh, now he's doing it. Oh, we're gonna parcel down to a time period. Okay, yeah.
Guys, you hear this?
That's okay.
Chat.
You guys will be irrelevant for the next fucking 12 years.
Wow.
And we'll still be 8-8 and still in the playoffs, or 9-8, or whatever the fuck it is. Shut up, fucking boys. Go Rangers. It ain't even about the Cowboys, but the Rangers. Did we just beat the Rams? Are you still talking shit?
Yeah, because I got a ring, and it's
that's
all right.
okay.
He said, "I got a ring."
Not this year.
Not last year. I got a ring.
I got a ring too. Ring-a-lang.
You got a ring when you was in college, in high school, sucker.
In high school.
That's all right.
In high school, it's all right.
Still more than you got.
I was there.
Still more than you got.
Yeah. We just need one more, and we'll be tied.
No,
how many
you had a ring when you
I think 5 or 6.
I'm just gonna sit back, drink some coffee, listen for a minute. That's what I'm gonna do.
Go ahead. Let's talk about some games.
Boss is like, I'm done.
Yeah, and we're the shitty fans because we gotta defend ourselves. We're the shitty fans.
This was the episode where I said, you know what? Fuck it.
Did I talk shit when the Cowboys beat the Rams last week to one of y'all? Nope, didn't say nothing at all. When we beat the Giants, did I say anything to we beat the Giants?
That is true, you didn't.
Guys,
but
that is true.
Let's get back on track here because we have an important topic we need to talk about. We need to talk about the new cliff climbing simulator that's come out on Game Pass. A little game called Jusant, which from what I'm seeing, the people that go in and they like those kind of like real artsy type games are really throwing a lot of praise at this game. Now, I can pretty much guarantee that one person on this panel has played this game. I can guarantee that because I have not yet downloaded it to try it out. And of course, that would be the angry otter himself, Dark Optimus. So, Dark Optimus, once again, when it
Yeah.
comes to these types of titles, man, like you have the stage, the spotlight is on you. We need to know about this game. What's going on with the gameplay? How does it feel? What are your general thoughts? How much time have you gotten in on it as well?
I would say about an hour, maybe somewhere around there.
You only got an hour to go.
Yeah, I only got maybe
You
like an
only
hour
got,
to go.
oh, that's messed up, man.
No, seriously. I mean, the game is very short. I mean, it's only like maybe 5 hours to get pretty much everything, right? I will say this though, like I was kind of thrown back by how simplistic it was, to be honest. Like it's very like simple, just climb and figure out the puzzles. Or well, they're really just climbing puzzles, right? You have to get to one area to the next, right? So it's very simplistic. Do I like it? I think if I was in like that kind of mood, I would.
What the
I
hell
would
was
like
that?
it if I think it was something car insurance.
In my phone, my bad.
Fred's selling car insurance now. Um, the I think the game is really well done for sure. But if I'm in the mood to play something like that, then that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play that, right? But at this moment, I'm really not in the mood to play something like that, so I'm not really so invested in it or really interested in it. Even though I was really hyped about it when I first heard about it. Um, so yeah, right now I'm just kind of like I'm going playing other things that's more action oriented, like Alan Wake 2, which
that
say
that
what you
game that
will,
game is
yeah,
taking the industry by storm right now, man. Seriously.
it's good, man. I mean, it is a good game. I will understand that it is slow to get into at first, but once the ball starts rolling and you start getting into more of the aspects of the game, you're definitely having a good time. But yeah, I think Jusant is definitely one of Dotenod's good games, like one of their best. They made Life is Strange. They did Tell Me Why. So I mean, at this point,
So it's
I
a
think
different it's kind of like a venture out then into something new for them because they're more like
right
that
walking
really
simulator kind of
they're really
games. That's
narrative
narrative
choices.
driven. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
like
is not really a narrative game. This is more like gameplay. Like the satisfaction is in the gameplay,
that seems
and
weird though because you said it's
yeah,
so simplistic. I thought maybe it was
it is. It
simplistic
it it,
to
it
push a
is
story.
simplistic. It is simplistic because of the fact that you're just climbing the whole time. You're not doing anything else, so you know exactly what you're doing the entire time. Um, and they throw in a few elements like heat and cold and stuff like that to kind of throw you off, to make you kind of you know be like, okay, how do I get
Oh
from
shit, my
this
balls are
area to the
freezing.
next area?
Ah.
You know, so it's definitely a good game. I definitely recommend it to anybody who
Croissant.
just wants something that's more relaxing and just wants to just play something that has it's a puzzle. Um, it's on Game Pass, so I mean that's a plus.
Hmm.
That's where I'm playing it because I'm not spending $30 on a indie like that.
Dude, how good is Game Pass right now, bro?
It's pretty good, dude. I will say, PlayStation needs to step up their game. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, it's some
Uh,
friendly advice.
just some friendly advice. Gotta step up something. You gotta do something. Game Pass is definitely killing it.
So hold on, you said the
Um,
game that you said Toussaint's about 5 hours long. Where did you get that
about five
from?
hours, yeah,
That's from reviewers or
from reviewers and stuff. Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
That's to get everything.
But
though. I saw somebody beat it in 2
but
hours.
that's to get everything. Yeah, if you just run through the game, you could probably finish in 2 hours, 3 hours, around.
Oh wow, it's one of those Chivo Hunter type games that people go
Right.
into.
Yeah,
like,
it's one of
scoop
those.
them all up.
It's
man.
it's for sure one of those achievement hunter type of games. I mean, every single Don't Nod pretty much game is that type of way. I think the only one that really wasn't like that was Remember Me. Wait, if you remember Me, that was on the 360.
360. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that game was awesome, right? That game was fire.
It
But
had a lot of hype
like,
coming
that's
out,
the
and
only
it
one.
died real quick, man.
It did die real quick because I don't think people really at that time really knew who Don't Nod was and what they're capable of, and people didn't really recognize them as a.
You sound real
like a-
low.
They didn't recognize them as a true developer until Remember Me. I mean, not Remember Me, but Life is Strange.
Okay.
So it was just it's a process for them. They're kind of going through the process, but I think at this point, if Microsoft doesn't pick them up, because I mean, if you look at the games that have come out, I mean, they put their games day one on Game Pass since Tell Me Why. So,
But that's only 2 games, though.
no, I think they had another one in between there. I think there was like 3. So, yeah, and then this one, Jusant. But they're a French developer, so they make some weird, games and stuff. But
The damn French.
I'm enjoying. I enjoy their games. I definitely, will say that this is one of their top tier games. I I will say that it's kind of like the my only gripe is using the triggers to climb. I don't really like that as much.
Is it like left hand, right
because
hand, left trigger, right trigger? That
yeah,
type?
left hand, right hand.
Okay.
Yeah, left hand, right hand. Yeah. I don't really like that very much, but I understand why they're doing it because you have to hold them down in order to continuously keep moving.
Mm.
So I feel like some people might be like, this is, a little taxing on their fingers, maybe. But I think other than that, it's a good game. Good game for sure.
Nice. Now, Mega, Pred, do you guys have any plans on trying this game out? The reason why I ask is this is a game that has definitely been marketed by Xbox as one of those games that you're gonna want to have Game Pass to play or whatnot. So, either one of you guys checking this out at all? Or
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, no, it caught my interest when I first seen it. I just haven't had the time to play it because I'm trying to finish Starfield, and then after that, I'm gonna play either Hogwarts or Cyberpunk because I want to try to get
Or
through
one of
it.
those 50 other games that you have.
Well, I mean, I just want to get through I want to get through. There's no way I'm going to get a chance to beat Zelda, so I want to get at least 3. I want to at least have 4 of the games of the year. To see if I have the opportunity to see for myself how good those games are and how they stack up against one another. Since I have most of them except for Spider-Man, which I don't know if Spider-Man
dude,
will most likely probably get there, but I don't know.
people
I
have
don't know.
been frauding about Spider-Man 2. I swear to God, yo, dude, I watched gameplay of
Yeah.
Venom with Craven, right? Yo, the dude whooped Craven's ass using one fucking combo the entire time. Where it, like at the end, Venom comes down with his hand like a spiked ball. Yo, repeatedly. It was so monotonous and so fucking boring. Like the cinematics and like the cutscenes in between the fight, they were all great. But the actual fighting was dog shit, bro. I swear.
Yeah,
Sir, Spider-Man is not a topic tonight.
I will say I will say this, but that what you saw was just Venom. That's how Venom in the game is played like. But like
Oh,
Miles,
That's bad though.
Miles is 10 times better. Peter's 10 times better than both of those than that character. That
that's
character
pretty lazy.
for that character is lazy as fuck, dude. That character, I don't know what they were thinking when they made that, or how they were, they thought
Like the
it'd
move
be
set and
best if
everything
it
like
was-
that. It's just,
yeah,
it's
if it would-
garbage.
It's a 9.
if it would be best to.
That's
I
like,
don't
yo,
know if
we're
they
not
were
supposed to talk
thinking-
about this, man.
Right.
I don't know what they were thinking when they did. It was
I just want to
kinda
give, because Kane Mega was talking about it. I don't know if he's gonna, go in and play Spider-Man 2 some way somehow before time or whatnot. I just want to give him a heads up, man. Like what I saw was absolute garbo, bro. But anyway, Pred, any interest in climbing the cliffs, Jusant?
No, I have no desire to play Croissant.
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 Dude, it's
So
like
disrespectful.
dude, you share the mind with
Croissant.
Antonio in the chat because he said the same thing. I swear.
Sounds like they're
never
the
mind.
same person, maybe.
I'm not even gonna go there with him right now.
I think that's his.
No, I'm not gonna
fan.
play that game. I looked at gameplay of it for the show, and I was like, "What was this game again?" I remember seeing it, and it looked interesting when I saw it on whenever it was announced. I can't remember what show it was at, but
I think it was a showcase.
I-
It was at their E3 show.
yeah, I was like, "It's different," It's like, well, what are you doing? And then
Dark got all
I
excited.
saw gameplay of it today. I was like, this isn't me. I'll pass. There's no guns involved.
You heard that?
Pred
Dark, you
likes-
heard it?
Pred likes a pew pew.
Like,
Pew 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 pew
Pew.
Speaking of that,
Well, I was gonna say, speaking of pew pew, let's
Yeah.
get into the whole Bungie situation because there's a lot of shit going on over there. Basically, they let a bunch of people go. I believe it was 10% of their workforce.
it's not a lot. It's 4 people.
It was 8%. 8% of their
8%.
workforce.
It was like
Yeah.
well, but a lot of like long time employees, Bungie employees, were let go. Like the composer, he also did Halo 1, 2, and 3. That guy, the guy who came up with the whole monk chant thing and everything. You know what I'm saying? They let him go. A whole bunch of drama is going on. Not only that, but the player count for Destiny 2 has dropped dramatically. Now, I haven't played the game for a few months myself. They started doing things I didn't like. I started talking about this even before Sony acquired Bungie. They started doing things like they stopped supporting the PvP side of Destiny 2. They would fix it bug wise and everything, but they weren't putting like newer maps. They weren't keeping things fresh on that side of things, and they literally took that section of Bungie and pushed them off to Marathon. So they weren't supporting the PvP aspect of it. Then you start looking at the guns, which are just rehashes of guns from previous seasons. They have the same framework. They just got different, couple little different aesthetics to it. And the player count, the player base, they were frustrated for a while. Now, a lot of people are saying that with Bungie being acquired by Sony and what Sony is using Bungie for, that is negatively affecting them as well. And that Sony is in on this whole thing in terms of letting the developers go and kind of like is in here in the mix with what some people are calling the downfall. If you could believe this, the downfall of Bungie right now. Let's see. Let me go to K-Mega first on this one. K-Mega, have you been caught up on the information, what's going on here with Bungie, letting the developers go? Do you know about kind of like the aspects of what the community's been complaining about with them and everything?
Yeah, I have. It's something that we'll definitely be talking about tomorrow on GRG.
It's huge.
Listen,
it's huge. Bro.
Yeah, it is massive. And what was something that really caught my attention, and even though this is just a sample size, this isn't something that is major major in a major scale. But this is not a good look for Marathon. I don't know if you've read this or seen this, but it was reported that because there's this big game on PC. I don't know how to really pronounce it.
Oh, you're talking about the testers, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
Go ahead,
these are gamers who play this one particular really popular PC shooter, and they went ahead and they had them play Marathon, and none of them liked it. They thought the game was completely like just not good enough to
None of them said
hold
they
a
would
camp.
play it again. Like,
Right.
there's just no interest in it whatsoever.
There was no interest whatsoever. Now, again, like I said, it's a sample size because that's a group that likes that particular PC game. Now, it's really popular, and I've heard really good things. I've actually been thinking about wanting to try it out. I'm surprised Pred hasn't tried it out yet. It's a military shooter. On top of that, it looks really, really dope.
I forgot what it was, man.
It wasn't armor, was it? It was
it was Turov something.
Oh yeah,
Escape
from Tarkov.
Yeah, Sarkov. That's it right there. Yeah. It's really, really. It looks dope.
And
it looks
that
fantastic.
should give you kind of an idea of what they were building for a game for Marathon as well. Then,
right? Because if that game is going to be similar in that wake, or because you wouldn't think that you would want these certain players to play a game that was completely opposite. Like that's kind of like asking players to come and play Halo, but yet but all these players play Rainbow Six Siege. You see what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't work. It doesn't correlate.
yeah.
So to me, so Marathon must be somewhere in that same type of wavelength. And if that game is in that same type of stratosphere for that particular game, and they didn't like it, then that's a problem. Now, they all could be like Pred and be only into just the military side of it, the realistic shooter, knowing the gun that they actually have, that you can go to the store or go somewhere to a gun store and get those weapons because it's realistic. They might be like that, but for all of those people not to like that is not a good look. But like I said, it's a sample size. I was having this. Go ahead.
My bad. No, because with you saying that, because that's really interesting in terms of being in the vein of Escape from Tarkov. Because another thing about that, when anybody who's really excited for Marathon or has a real interest in it was thinking more or less that arena-based competitive shooter. I know that's what I was thinking. Anybody I've really talked to, so that's not the same as what.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of like in a wake of like a blend of Destiny and Halo put together. Yeah. This is going to be completely different, and that
I don't know about that, man.
Right. Well, I mean that's what I would have went with. I mean, if I was Sony and I wanted my own type of maybe a Halo killer or a Halo type of game. Mm-hmm. Like, something that could get the PlayStation community to feel like, yo, and then of course the way Destiny is very, very gamer friendly to jump in and learn how to play with the controls and things like that. But again, we have to also remember that a lot of those developers that did all combine to make Halo, a lot of them is at 343. A lot of them is.
Dude, I think 343 about to get a lot more though. I think they're about to scoop them people up, man.
There's no question. There's no question in my mind. But this is my thing for what's going on with Bungie. And I was having this conversation with Cali Rex in the DMs, and he was using the rhetoric of what the media was using, which I found really ridiculous, by saying Sony had nothing to do with this. Sony knew nothing about this. So leave Sony out of this. This is a Bungie thing. Let's not forget when the situation at 343 happened. Who did people blame? Phil Spencer. Microsoft.
It was Phil Spencer right there. They wanted him gone.
They wanted him gone. They wanted him doing it. But no, with this Bungie thing, listen, when these people signed on the dotted line, I don't care how lucrative the deal is that Bungie has on Sony. Sony still provides them money, and Sony is giving them money to fund to make these games. It's not like that they went ahead and said, well, we'll go ahead and be a part of PlayStation or part of PlayStation, but yet we'll earn our own money. We'll do this own thing. We'll have this and that. And no, that's not how this works. So yeah, maybe there was people that from Sony that didn't know who was going to get let go, but trust me, Sony knew that there was going to be heads to roll.
No, K-Mega.
They just didn't. Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, and in terms of Sony's involvement here, we got to remember, Sony is a corporation, many different divisions. You know,
Right.
Sony Interactive Entertainment, that's a division that PlayStation's under. That is also
Yeah.
the division that Bungie's under. They give them, you know, a set budget, set parameters for how to move forward and stuff like that. And then Bungie would decide how they would move forward, but it's off of Sony's kind of like guidelines and what they expect and what they want from one of their divisions. So Sony had something to do with this, no matter what anybody wants to say.
Right. And then and let me just make it clear on this, not saying so much to say Sony, I should say PlayStation, the heads of PlayStation. And even though, like, I mean, I'm sure Sony, some people from Sony also knew, because there's not nothing that these people will do to that, you know, when you're signing checks, when you're getting people that, when when you involve this company to be a part of the PlayStation group of studios that they have, Sony knows exactly what they're doing, know the ins and outs. But the CEO, which is Jim Ryan or whoever, the intern, they knew exactly what was going on. And I'm pretty sure that they kind of knew who the heads was going to roll, because just think about this. If just say that Bungie just did this off a whim, what if some people from PlayStation wanted some of these developers to go over to some of these other studios and go help out there? You see what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't make any sense that Sony didn't have any idea of it. But regardless, I just think that it's not a good look for Bungie. I'm going to root for them. I'm not going to kick them while they're in a bad spot right now, because listen, they made one of my favorite franchises of all time, which is Halo. And I'm not going to, and I enjoyed Destiny for what it was. It's just it's a really difficult game to try to get into if you're a late adopter, because of how the community acts. But Destiny is still a good quality franchise, right? But you know what I'm saying? But I won't dog out Bungie like this, but this is not the same Bungie that made Halo. This is something different. And my last point on this, I'm actually starting to believe and think that maybe, just maybe, and I'm not saying that Activision are good guys, but maybe it wasn't all just Microsoft the first time with Bungie and Activision the second time, because now we're looking at a third time, and Bungie is not coming out looking like, the first time they looked like the victim. The second time everybody looked like, oh man, evil Activision. Of course, that was the best thing for you to leave. Now, here we go looking at this situation, and I don't think that marriage is going to last too much longer. I think that.
So you're saying they're the James Harden. They're the James Harden.
So that means they still get what they want, is what you're saying.
Yes,
like they still get what they want.
But
because that's what James Harden got.
But they're never satisfied, bro. I don't know, man.
Yo, Pret, what do you think about this when it comes to Bungie? And again, you got people trying to throw in Sony's accountability. What level do you think Sony has in this as well, for being parent company now, man?
So I think with a lot of stuff that's happened under Sony I would say maybe the past year, you can see the writing on the wall with them having to, like, they financially, I'll look at it this way, like they've literally just restructured their whole organization, or about to do it anyway. They haven't had any, like, the exclusives they had, other than Spider-Man and probably God of War. The exclusives they've had have not really done very well as far as sales, and that goes back like 2 or 3 years ago.
Don't
Returnal.
you dare say that, Pred. Their sales dominate, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, their console sales dominate, but for them to have so many fucking consoles out there, you would think that their first party games would sell better than they are. And then you got PSVR 2 didn't do very well. So the easiest way to make your numbers look good is to trim the fat, right? You got to trim payroll, which is like the first thing most companies do, cut costs, right? They're not going to close studios down yet. They may have to cancel a project, push it back, but the easiest way to get your money to look right, your numbers look right, is to get rid of the people, like, either whether it's the higher execs, Jim Ryan, or start trimming the fat on some other costs, like I said, employees and what they pay them, and that's how you get your numbers to balance out at the end of the year. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. That's why they are releasing people. So I think what probably happened was Sony said, "Hey, we need to make cuts, and each company needs to take about 8% of your personnel and cut them." And that's what happened with Bungie, and that's probably going to happen with a couple other companies if they have other places under the division. They're probably going to do the same thing there too. Maybe not as many, but I don't know what 8% of how many people were at Bungie is. That could just be 40 people, or it could be fucking 15. I don't know.
I think they said 100 developers altogether.
Yeah. And I know sometimes we joke like that's just another Tuesday, but typically when you see this, it's after a major release, right? They're done with the project. They cut the employees because they're basically done with them. They only need a shadow team to stick around and work on updates or DLC and stuff like that. Like the majority of the project is done, so they will cut those employees to let them go do whatever the fuck else they want to. And I think in the gaming industry, that's kind of common, right? Once the game is done, we don't need all you motherfuckers anymore, so we're going to cut you guys, and you guys can go on to the project or whatever and go look at other jobs and go do something else in another place. We'll call you back when we start the next round of, we start making the next sequel.
That is more the contracted devs, and that would be the case. You're absolutely right. I think that's why they're pointing out that long-standing people were getting let go. Not only that, Pred, check this out. Not only that, there was a thing within their hiring that stock options for them, working there or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in their contracts when they signed them to work there, stated that they had these options as long as they were employed. But if they were no longer employed,
and then get those options,
they go back to Bungie. Like Bungie is getting this money.
And that's
back.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's how they make their money back, right? So
that's fucked up.
You talk about you said long-term people. If you've been in a company long enough, you're making, let's say you've been there for 10 years, you're making 6 figures, right? We'll cut you and we'll hire someone who makes less money. And we've saved 50% of that money. So you're getting 110, we're going to hire this other guy for 60 or 50,000, and that's how you make money back. Like, you get someone that's probably younger that is requiring less money, you go to the lowest bidder. So why continue to pay this person who's probably like wanting a raise to get $125,000 a year, and you got this new young up and coming person that only wants 60 and can do the same fucking job. That's why you get rid of those long-standing people. You give them a severance package, kick them the fuck out the door.
Fred, I never want to work for you. By the way, I'm just.
That's what all companies do. This shit.
I know all companies do that, but they just don't. They're not so cold and precise and to the point about it as you are. You're just like, yeah, fuck it. Out.
It's business. Yeah, that's just how it is. And that's what they're doing. So like, let's get our bottom line. How do you think they got out of the red 10 years ago?
They invested in real estate.
They invested in something. They either bought back their stocks to give to other people,
I think
they got rid of people.
Created an insurance company as well in Japan or something like that. They did some crazy shit. Yo, Pred, real quick though, I gotta ask you. Because this is what I've been thinking of when it comes to this whole reasoning as to why. This is what I think is going on. Because for people who don't know, Jim Ryan is not calling the shots anymore. As of October, there's somebody who's making the decisions right now until somebody else like steps in temporarily. It's a weird situation. So with that, you see them doing a 180 in terms of their games as a service that they're trying to make first party. you see they're putting factions on ice, stuff like that. They're really cutting that back. So it seems like to me, Sony and PlayStation are like, man, we might not want to go that route. They bought Bungie to help them with the games as a service model. If they're really trying to back away from going so much into that, now Bungie isn't as valuable to them as it used to be. You see what, Pred? Does that make sense?
I already predicted this. I did this like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Bungie's going to buy themselves out. Bungie will buy themselves out like they did with Activision at some point. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I honestly think that's going to be on the table again. I said that plenty of times before.
That's insane, man. That's
Yep.
crazy.
James Harden of the other.
Yo, James Harden.
game as well. Yeah.
When I was joking in our chat and our DMs, I was like, "Yep, it's happening." That's what I was talking about. It's happening. That's exactly what's going to end up happening. Give it a year. They're going to release the next DLC for Destiny, or if they can, with the amount of people they have. It's already. When does that DLC come out? Or did it come out already?
Hold on, what DLC?
Didn't they have something coming out with Destiny like this year, or coming up soon?
Well, they have seasons and stuff like that. You have the
Yeah,
final
they got
shape.
this one.
The final
yeah,
shape
the
was
final
supposed to
shape
be
isn't
coming
coming
out this year, and that's the last chapter in
Mhm.
like the light versus dark. But now
And when is that?
pushed. That's pushed to
March, I think, isn't it?
March or June,
Okay,
2024.
well, it's next year. Yeah. So once that's done, I'm telling you, curtains. They're
Titans.
gone. They're gone, bro. I think they're gonna be trying to work on another deal to get the fuck up out of there. And don't be surprised that gets delayed. That gets delayed too. Now that they've cut back employees. So I mean, unless they got it to a state where it's just almost ready to go, and it's gonna put some finishing touches on it. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I think Bungie's gonna go back independent. Now, I have a conspiracy theory. I think Sony was trying to keep Destiny just like, bare bones, and start making them fucking forced marathon on everybody and make it an exclusive, and make it just a Sony only, game at some point, and then it's kind of
Sony
kill
PC,
Destiny off.
yeah.
Yeah, just kill Destiny off because it's multi-plat at some point. So I think the push was for marathon for that. Once they started changing gears and going back to single player, and the Destiny guys were like, or Bungie was kind of like, what about our game? And they're like, you know what? We don't need that shit.
Yeah, fuck you.
So,
Fuck you.
Yeah. And so when if it does get released, it will probably be garbage. I mean, it won't be. Everyone. I think people will look at it, unless they put a lot of money and effort into
Again.
it. I think it's going to be just like a bare bones game because no one likes it now. That have played it. So I mean, I think either they're going to scrub it or they'll let Bungie go, and they'll keep the rights to Marathon and have someone else work on it and turn it to something completely different than what it is now. And make it like a single player, over the shoulder game.
No, you shut up. No, dude. Marathon needs to be an arena, like ultra competitive shooter.
That's not what Sony wants to do now, though, right?
Well, I don't care what they want, man.
That's not what they want to do now. Now, best case scenario,
Sony. Right? I'm saying
Sony keeps Marathon, and they give marketing rights to Sony because they were under them when they started developing it, and if everything works out the way that what I was about to call myself the other day, Nostradamus Pred or Petrodamus, whatever the fuck it is. But like, if I'm predicting it right, maybe they fucking cut ties with Bungie, and Bungie gives Sony marketing rights to Marathon when or if it ever gets released, and that'll be the last game Bungie makes for them.
I mean,
prediction Pred.
It's just crazy, like how quick. Like again, I will say Bungie was making they were fucking shit up with Destiny 2 before the acquisition, but I also have to say since the acquisition, the decline just went really sharp. It made me think that because they were helping with the whole games as a service, that maybe Sony or PlayStation was stretching them too thin with the help that they needed for the other games. And I thought that's what was going on, but it seems to be more serious than that. And especially with the perceived kind of like 180, Yo, Animus, what do you think about this, man? Dude, at one point in time, did you play Destiny? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I played Destiny, dude. I played Destiny way. I
I'm
played
glad-
Destiny day one.
All right, so dude, you hear what's going on with Bungie. You hear kind of like the rumors, speculations, but we also know
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
you know the facts that are given to us as well. So
Yeah.
what do you think about what's going on over there? And then again, with people trying like they're throwing Sony into the mix. How much do you think is on Sony's shoulders as well with everything going on with that team?
Let them fucking burn, dude. Just let them burn, bro.
Did they take too much of your money? Is that what it is? Like they just
That's what it is, dude. They took too much of my money. They
That
took too
reminds
much
me
of
of
my
Food
time.
Skis,
Too much, too much of everything, dude. They took.
They took everything
You know,
from me.
that's the thing. Like with Bungie, they took it all, bro. They honestly, and I'm completely honest here. I honestly don't really give a shit what happens to them. To be honest, they had their glory days. They had their glory.
Where do you... Hello?
But don't get it twisted. Reach was good too.
Why? Yo,
You
Dark.
breaking up.
Dark.
Yeah, Dark. You breaking
Dark,
up.
you're
You too
fading.
far away from the mic.
Yeah, you're
or-
fading in and
yeah,
out.
You
Like,
gotta,
really,
yeah, you gotta
really
get.
bad.
Yeah, you listen. You're in a group with men. There's no ladies here.
Put your mouth on
Just-
it.
Yeah, put
Say-
your
Listen,
Yeah, get in there. And
shut
start,
your
talk with
bald
some
ass up, all right? Shut
talk
your
with some goddamn
freaking
conviction.
Yo,
There's
shut
no
your
ladies
fat
here.
boy bald ass up.
Nah,
Yo, Dark.
Damn,
It's like
son.
it's like
now, I'm
Fred's
saying I'm
most
getting
famous
slim and
series
trim, sucker.
on
Watch out, watch
OnlyFans.
your
Slim and trim.
Put your mouth on it.
Be calling you trim. I'm gonna be calling you trim mega.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Call me skinny maker here pretty soon.
Pretty
shit.
soon? Pretty soon?
Oh yeah.
Pretty
I'm-
soon?
I'm-
I think
I'm
he's been
about-
saying he's been saying that for 2 years now.
Shit, I've been working at it. Shit, what do you think? Shit, it's taking
He's
time,
gonna be skinny mega, and the Don is gonna be
I'll-
putting
I'll-
content regularly.
he'll
on YouTube.
be skinny mega. He'll be skinny mega in like 2050 when we're all old and gray.
No. I'm gonna be. I'm getting back.
He's like, I'm going West
the goal
Coast
is
and kick your ass.
my-
sir.
my goal is my high school weight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 65 pounds away. I'm almost there, buddy. Almost there.
You're almost there, brother. I'm proud of you.
My high school weight was one of my heaviest weights. I would never go back to that.
You're like I wouldn't even want to be in.
Nah,
School
I was
anymore.
defensive tackle. Put it that way. Like I was
Ah.
I was big, dude. Yeah.
He's like I was
So,
defensive tackle and I didn't even play football.
He's a little fat white boy from Connecticut. Let's go. He's looking like Paul Wall.
Oh wow. Yeah.
You know, Bot
Oh,
does look like
No
a
grills.
little bit of
No-
Paul Wall.
No
That
grills.
dude
No
does.
grills. No, I do not dude, I do not look like a high albino tree frog, okay? Like that's what that dude looked like, yo, I swear.
That's exactly what you look like. You look like a high albino
He got
tree
a
frog.
badass. He got a badass white girl. So you know what I'm saying. So you might want to look like Paul Wall.
He dropped a couple
You
albums
might.
and ran
You
with the
might.
money, bro. He ran with the money. See ya.
Might as well. Got
Hell
him
yeah.
a bad one. He good.
No, I think
Uh,
their glory days are behind them. You know,
Bubba Sparks.
with-
Somebody said Bubba Sparks in the chat.
Bubba Sparks.
God damn.
No. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh shit.
Okay.
It had to be. It had to be.
Bubba
back on
Sparks.
topic, fellas. Let's
Yes,
get
sir.
back on topic. here.
Dark's like,
Okay,
I
let's-
was
let's-
talking,
let's-
people. Thank you.
I was talking. Hello. Yeah, I think their glory days are behind. To be honest, unfortunately, I think they're just what they had after Halo was really good with Destiny and Destiny 2, but I think those people are gone now. Like all those people that made Destiny what it was are gone now. The people that made
Dude.
Halo what it was,
Dude,
from that,
they
from
let
that
go of the
studio are
person-
gone.
Yo, Dark, and I know you.
They got rid of the composer, dude.
They
the
got
composer.
rid of the person who wrote Forsaken.
Yeah.
The Cade's death and
I
that
know.
whole thing. They got rid of that.
What's his name? Marty O'Donnell. Is that his name?
Damn, really?
No, yeah, no,
Something
it's
like
Michael.
that.
Michael, not Gallagher. It's an Italian name. The last name I forget. My bad.
Yeah, man.
Just call him,
they're not.
Just call him the Monk Mike. That's all, because he came out with the Monk chant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not. They're just not in a good place right now, man. I mean, it seems like after Sony bought them, they just went. I mean, they were already starting to go downhill before Sony bought them, but it just seems like it was like the nail in the coffin kind of thing.
It went down. So I'm not the only one that saw it. You saw that too. It really started going downhill at that point. Do you think they stretched the team with the help for the other games that they were making?
Honestly, I think they were stretching them before they even acquired them. To be honest, I think they were so them, because I mean, if you look at it, like, I mean, they were probably in talks with Bungie since probably 2 years before they actually bought them. So I mean, they were probably already being like, hey, how about you guys come over here and take a look at this game that we're working on. And Bungie's just like, oh, okay, they thought it was a friendly like little thing, and then they decided, okay, we would want to acquire you guys and to come in and help us. And they came in and they helped. They were helping them. And they were like, yeah, guys,
you guys don't know what the hell you're doing.
It's just crap. Like, stick to what you know. And I think Sony needs to do that. PlayStation needs to do that. They need to stick to what they know and not try to deviate from that. Yeah, granted, we're gonna get more third party over the third person over the shoulder bow and arrow type of games, or we're gonna get really cinematic type of games. But that's what they're good at. That's what they know. That's what they're really good at. They can't. They clearly have no business in doing multiplayer games. Like, I mean, if Bungie literally told them,
dude, you gotta have a wide portfolio, though.
But The Last of Us,
at least one
I know,
team.
I know, you need a wide portfolio, but that's the thing. What are they really good at? Cinematic, over the shoulder, first person, third person action games, right? That's what PlayStation is known for.
Yes.
It's a template, right?
No,
I mean, it is a template.
K-Mega,
it really is.
The templates that we talked about for like over 5 years now, that still people argue don't exist for some reason. Those templates.
And listen, you have a PlayStation guy that's telling you right now. Yes, there's a formula.
There's a definite formula with the PlayStation games, but that's what they're good at, and that's what the fan base likes. So, and the people that are asking for the multiplayer games from Sony aren't gonna really get that much, I don't think, because of the fact that they're not good at it. Have they ever been good at it? Have they ever had a multiplayer?
Well, people said that Factions was really good.
That was so big. But I'm saying, like, have they had a multiplayer game that is hit on the same level as Halo? No, listen.
That was like 30 years ago.
Right.
Have they
when the Cowboys won a Super Bowl?
But they did it though. They did it. It might have been 30 years ago, but
here's the thing. Do they have a multiplayer game that can rival Halo? No. Do they have a multiplayer game that can rival Call of Duty? No.
Hell
Do they have a multiplayer game
that can rival Forza? Hell no, they don't. Not Forza.
Yeah, well, they got GT, but
they don't. Well, they got
rival.
GT, but I don't know.
Look at this, dude. Look at this gameplay right here.
I think it's
looks great.
I think they would have a better chance with something against Forza than they would with anything against like Halo, Gears. I mean, they don't have anything that rivals Gears at all. They don't have anything like that at all, and they're not good at making that. They're not. Name one game that was really good that people still talk about and still play.
Wasn't one of the Resistances? Wasn't one of the Resistances like really good?
Resistance Faction.
It had a good multiplayer, but nobody really played it.
No, you're right. I mean,
It's the same thing with factions. Factions, nobody. People talk so much crap about how much factions is so good, so great, so grand.
He's
And
like, they never played
Nobody
it.
played it.
Oh, damn.
Nobody
right.
played it.
Well, it was the same thing with the
Yes,
same thing.
yes.
with,
Just because you can
with
get into a
Uncharted
server
4,
right now,
a
just because you can
multiplayer.
go in,
Yeah.
just because you can go in and get into a server right now, doesn't mean that there's a ton of people who are playing it.
It's
There's
probably more people
nothing
playing
that they
Grounded
have.
right now than fucking Factions.
Yo, Grounded got a nasty
Probably,
update.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Grounded got a nasty
People
update.
that
Well, that's my thing. Like he's
The-
saying, like your Faction is so fucking good, people will still be fucking playing it like they're playing Grounded and Sea of Thieves
Exactly.
right now.
There's more people playing
Exactly.
Killer Instinct than they're playing Factions.
than people playing factions, guaranteed. Almost without a doubt, I wouldn't doubt it one bit that people are playing Killer Instinct over.
There's more people
Factions.
playing Master Chief Collection over Factions.
And they don't have that
But
fact,
Halo is dead
right?
to them.
What are they? They're really good at making single player story driven games. I don't see why that's a problem as to them just sticking to that. Than trying to get into the games as a service model,
because
that
games as a service
clearly
makes more
doesn't-
money. It makes more money. That's why they
I
wanna do it.
know games. I know games as a service makes more money.
Oh, that's
But
so
here's the
pretty
thing.
right there. Look at that. Oh, that's so pretty.
But with games as a service, you have to make something that hits right away. When they said that they were making, I know they're cutting back on that, or the rumor is that they're cutting back on that. There's no official thing on that. The rumor,
Yeah, it's just there's signs through things actually.
right?
done.
There's signs.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with a games as a service type of game. You take a look at Destiny, take a look at The Division. Even those games struggle to get people to play them.
They made a shit ton of money though.
Unless they have something that comes out that's new, that drives the player base to come back and play it. It's almost dead in the water. I mean, how many games as a service games have we seen come out that are just dead in the water? Like day one almost.
You know,
A ton, right? I mean, we've seen a ton.
You know what? I do have to say, because with the games as a service
Hyperscape.
model,
Where's that game? That game was by Ubisoft.
Oh.
Hyperscape.
okay, there were a
was by
couple. then.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, there were a couple that didn't
And-
make it.
It didn't make it. I mean, the only games that I can think of right now that have made it are Fortnite, Call of Duty Call of Duty Warzone, Destiny 2, and The Division 2.
Dark. See,
That's really that's it.
see. The way I was thinking is, even if they don't blow up big time, a lot of the things about a game as a service, as long as they're making a
Where's
profit.
Anthem, dude?
Oh damn! Don't do that. Don't. You're gonna get K Mega. Don't do that.
It's coming back, right, K? It's coming back, right, K?
What?
Any day
Anthem?
now. Any day now.
Anthem.
Yeah.
Any day now, it's coming back,
Anthem,
right?
Anthem. Oh yeah,
they've been working hard
Destiny
on
is
it.
gonna. You
They've been
know
working
what?
hard on
This
it.
is. You know what's going to be funny is when Anthem does come back, Destiny will be long gone and forgotten, and I cannot wait for that day.
He's like that-
he's like that-
Cannot wait
He's gonna
for
be like that
day.
old. He's gonna be that old. He's gonna be that old man in the retirement
Oh, yeah.
home, being like, "When Anthem comes back, I'm
You're gonna be sitting
I'm
on
gonna
the
be there
porch
day one."
I'll
with a
be
40
long
waiting
retired
for
then, but
Anthem
I
to
will
come back
come out of
any day now.
retirement. Oh yeah. I
He'll
will
be,
come
he'll
out
be
of
sitting on a porch
retirement
with a shotgun, being
and
like,
I will
"Anthem
get-
was a
just
good
to take
game,
a
man."
shot- just to take a shot at Destiny players and Xbox for talking bad about Anthem
No.
when Anthem comes
He said
back.
no.
I
He
will
said-
do
he said,
that.
"I'll
I
come out
will
of
do that.
retirement for that.
I will
shit."
come out of retirement. K Mega Floyd. Who is this?
Oh, man.
This old damn fuck coming in here saying it. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna have the same beat and everything coming in here,
See,
and
Dark,
I'm like, I'm
even
coming.
he knows how long it's gonna
I'm
take.
coming live. From
He
the
knows it's gonna be
well, instead
eons
of me saying
before he
live, I
sees
might be
that.
saying it's
Yeah.
gonna be. I'm coming barely live from the 405, but Anthem is back. So yeah, let's go.
Yo, when
There
it
you
does
go.
come back, they're gonna call it like a deep cut
Listen.
reboot.
All I'm saying is, all I'm really saying is games as a service games typically don't
that
work
looks so
out
good.
unless they're really good. And when they are really good, they still. I mean, look at where the Division 2 is right now. Nobody's playing that game, really.
I think
Like, I
they
don't
have an
see
active
anybody on
base.
my-
I think they have an active.
They
base.
have an
Oh,
active.
no, they got
base.
activate.
They did, dude.
Yeah.
They just had an update. They just had an
That's
update
the
like
thing.
3
That's
months
the thing
ago.
I
that
was
I'm
gonna say,
saying.
there's more
As long as they're making a
Click that.
profit month over month, their game to them would be successful. You know what I'm saying? They would.
All,
keep
all I'm
putting
saying
into
is
it.
I don't see PlayStation getting that though. Getting that type of player base to come over to play on their game. Because
it
their
was
player
the
base,
COD box for a
their
while.
player
though.
base, their player base are basically like, mostly third party games, right? Third party Call of Duty, Fortnite, those
2K,
kind of games. Like that's the majority of
Madden.
their player base, right? That's the majority of them. So it's just like the games as a service games. Just I don't think they're gonna work out for PlayStation. To be honest, I don't see it happening.
Yo, guys, I am really impressed by the way that Dead Space remake looks. By the way, like I
It's
started
fantastic.
I
playing
mean,
it.
you said that 4 or 5 times. No, it looks good. You know what it looks like right now? You know what it looks like? It looks like
Really, K-Bag.
Well, yeah, I had a brain fire. I'm trying.
Are you playing a game
Starfield.
too?
He's
Starfield.
already having
No. Well, I'm
senile.
actually looking for my game because I know it's supposed to come out today. My
Well, with
Call
this
of Duty.
with this remake and what they did with the textures, like the difference in texture from metallic to fiber and stuff like that, like visually, is really
Looks
good,
completely
really
different,
good.
yeah.
No, it looks great.
Yeah,
It looks
really
great.
good.
Looks
Yeah,
great.
that's what I really like about it.
Have you?
Yeah. Look like Starfield.
How far are you?
I'm not too deep into it, and I beat
Not-
it. I beat it
not too-
before on the 360, but it's been a long time. So
How far?
I'm not.
Did you play it yet, Kay?
No, I bought the first Dead Space
Like I refuse.
and I never beat it. I didn't like it. I never beat it.
Really? Dude,
yeah,
I think
never
it's
beat
one
it.
of the
This-
scarier games
Honestly,
I've
I
ever
think
played.
This
yo.
one's better.
It's one of the scarier
This
games
one's
I've
better
ever
because
played.
it doesn't feel so.
No, everybody talks really well
It
about
doesn't
it.
feel so
I one day I'll go play it.
backtracking
Your
this
mic is
one.
too bust to be talking so much, Dark.
Oh damn!
Is it crazy?
Get your. I told you, you're in a group of men. Talk with some conviction, sucker.
Here, hold on. I'll come back. I'll jump out.
We better not have these problems tomorrow. We better not have these problems
Ooh,
tomorrow.
Dark, do you see how he talks to his panel members? Do you see
He just
do you
left.
see the difference?
I just want to hold them accountable. I just want to hold
them
them accountable.
He even had a
hold 'em
defense
accountable.
ready. He even he was waiting. He is waiting.
Yes, I just want to hold.
He's waiting
my
for the
people
revolt.
accountable.
He's waiting for the
You know what I'm
revolt.
saying? Bot used to hold us accountable. Bot
I
is gotten
tried.
soft. He turned to a.
Listen.
He's like he's treating us all like like a
Yeah,
grandparent.
because
now.
of who?
Like, you know what I'm
Because of
saying? He's a
who,
grandparent
K-Mega?
now.
Because of who, K-Mega?
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm
Yeah.
not saying no names. Anyway, but no.
Hopefully, my mic's better than what it was.
Oh yeah, now it sounds good. It sounds crispy. You just need to put your mic up. You still sound a little
He
low.
says,
but
"Say
other
with your
than
I
that-
chest." He says, "Say
I
with
think
your
you
chest."
need
Put some chest in. I know you got a bird chest. I know
California
California folks out there.
They
They breathing in that funky air out there,
and
but
actually listen. That's what you need to do.
Oh,
Welcome
no,
to the
I'll
next
listen, but you know what I'm
podcast.
saying. But I'm just saying, I know some of you California cats out there got that bad air. You know what I'm saying? Like out in Oklahoma, though, we could
Listen,
breathing in good
can't
traditional
breathe out
air.
Okay.
You know,
We have
got
smog
them
in
good
the air.
lungs.
All right.
They got them.
Okay.
They got that radioactive tuna coming over from Japan and shit. So you
Yeah.
know,
So
over there
anyway.
in Cali.
Yeah. But
What are
also
we even talking about right now?
also, I don't know. We're just talking left. Also, people in the chat are saying, and I'm looking at the thing that we don't have our icons up, so people
Yeah,
don't know
they're
who's
like-
talking.
We don't. And
They can't tell
We're
who's
getting close
talking.
to the end of the show, though. So
So
It's
I
like when you're
appreciate
not-
your patience, guys. Thank you so much. But I think they know our voices. I think we'll be okay right now.
all PlayStation people, all PlayStation
Bird
stands
doesn't know our
suck.
voices.
My name is Xbot448.
Who said that? What?
Xbox 448.
Where did that come from? Like, what the fuck is that?
Xbot448 said that. Man, why would he say something like that?
When did Bot say this?
Yeah,
When
where
did you say
like
this,
Just now.
I'm looking
That's what I'm
for
saying.
it.
Now, did you
Just
not hear
now
him
he
say
just
it?
said it. Damn,
What?
I didn't hear.
Yeah, people don't know because they don't see the icon. So
Oh wow! Wow, you're
yeah,
an
he
asshole.
he just got caught.
Yeah,
He just
he's
caught it.
catching on. He's a little slow today. A little
Wow.
slow. A little slow.
Yeah, look at
little slow, little slow.
look at that gameplay. Look at that is my bad.
Okay,
that is,
we don't care
that
about
is
your
an
fuck.
enhanced
We don't care.
Enhanced
We don't care.
replay. My bad.
Oh my
Hey, how about
god.
how
Gotta
about
make
we
sure-
get to
Can we go to the next
subject?
topic? We're too
Yeah,
can we go to the
Our
next
game
Yeah,
topic?
guys,
biggest
Guys?
thoughts on
guys,
Bungie.
we are looking at a point in time when it comes to Xbox where the first party floodgates are opening, and I got to ask you guys. I did send a pic of the Xbox Studios roadmap put together. It was fan made. It's incredibly accurate, I have to say, with everything that's been announced and whatnot. And they even
Oh,
highlighted.
so that was fan made? I
Yeah.
thought that was
Yeah.
from Microsoft themselves.
No, that's fan made. That they did a good job though.
yeah, not bad.
But when you look at it, you know the bar highlighted in white. That's where we are right now, right? You look at all the games that are coming out, man. I got to ask you guys because you got the mainstays, the ones that everybody are talking about. But there are so many games, so I got to ask you guys, like, what are you hyped for? I got to see if you're gonna go with like more of those main games or any of these interesting side games and stuff like that are coming out because we're in for an onslaught, man. It's insane. I do want to start off. I want to say I don't think the game Towerborn is getting enough love. I feel like that game is going to be this generation's Golden Axe, which we haven't had in a long time, and I feel like it's going to be like that good with the community as well. I feel like it's going to have an active player base. I cannot wait for that game. That's definitely one of mine. Yeah, but let's see. I don't know. Pred, did you get a chance to look at the kind of like the roadmap and you gotta let me know, man. Dude, there's so many, but what games are really like catching your eye? Do you have interest kind of like moving forward with Xbox?
I would say Hellblade and Fable are my two because I know what they are. You know, we've seen a little bit of them both, but the rest of the stuff on that list, you really don't know what the game is. Like, I mean, like there's no interest in there for me. Like, I'm not interested in Age of Mythology. You know, like, Avowed, I'm interested in a little bit, but like, a lot of stuff that was on there, like we've not seen enough of them for me to be like super excited about right now. Other than I would say Fable and Hellblade 2. I don't know what Perfect Dark looks like. I don't know what Indiana Jones looks like. I think at the bottom of that list, I'm looking at it now. Like a lot of that stuff that we've already seen, Halo and Grounded and
Dude,
Elder Scrolls.
I want to see Contraband. I want to see Contraband. I want to see what.
Yeah, and I don't know what that is either. We like Clockwork is cool. I mean, but I don't know what most of those games are because I've not seen enough gameplay of them yet. Kind of like how we were talking about Avowed like 2 years ago. You know, people were hyping it up, but we had no idea what that game was. You know, until we finally saw some of it earlier this year. But like for me, because I've seen some of Fable, I've seen some of Hellblade. I know what I'm getting with those two games, so I'm excited about those two. I know what I'm going to see. I don't know what gameplay is like with the rest of those games, or even how far down the road they are in the roadmap. You know, they could be, 2026. That we see some of these games because I know we kind of had a discussion earlier this year about like. I think the Microsoft, because they have so much stuff in the pipeline, they'll start spacing things out. So they're not just cramming things in like 5 games over a span of 2 months.
Man. I really don't.
No, that's what they want to do though, because they want Game Pass to be successful. So if you're only buying a 3-month subscription, why would they allow you to play two fucking exclusives? So like, so they'll do like, okay, we'll put this one out. That'll get our exclusive numbers up.
Price hike is going to be too, because we know.
Yeah,
a price hike is coming.
That's coming. Yeah.
By what? The end of next year, maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, like, imagine this. Like, so let's say like this year they put Starfield out and they put let's say there's another. Let's say shits and giggles. Starfield 2 and Halo 12 come out, right?
Love it.
Whatever, like they come out at the same time, like within maybe 2 weeks of each other. They're not making that money off of Game Pass on that. So what they will do is say, okay, we'll put Starfield out in August. We'll get 3 months of money for Game Pass for that, and then after that third month,
That would be
3 months.
That
and-
would be 4 per year, 4 per fiscal
yeah,
year.
and that's
like you
what
would
they
say.
want to do. That's exactly what they
said.
want to do.
That's
That's
quote-
exactly
a
what they
quote
wanna do.
from them. Damn, bro.
Mhm.
Damn.
So, and then now you got all these other stuff coming out. You know, you got your Call of Duties that are going to be coming out there. You got, I mean, like, you know, looking at this list, like you got like Forzas, you got the original shit, right? And now you got all these other studios in there too. So like they're going to have to space these games out a tad bit. I could see maybe every now and then, like around the holiday season, maybe they'll drop two major games. But throughout the rest of the year, you're looking at 3 months, maybe 2.5, you know, to get you into Game Pass, and then they kind of keep you back, get you back in there the next month. So after that subscription ends or whatever. So like, I mean,
Dude, but a first party game every 3 months. That's pretty.
that's
good.
a lot.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's
man.
pretty good. But they
Yeah.
might not all be AAAs. But I mean, like, but I think their goal is to have a AAA every 3 months, and then those
Yeah.
other 2 months kind of fill it in with some other like AA stuff. So,
Like
which makes
Toussaint,
sense to me.
Like Toussaint.
Like croissant. Um,
Damn you,
But
Antonio.
yeah, I mean, like,
I
yeah,
mean, they're both French. I mean, it makes sense.
yeah. But yeah,
Hold
for
on,
me,
Antonio's
it's
French.
No,
It could be.
croissant and Toussaint are both French words.
it just sounds like you're saying. It sounds like you're saying croissant when you say croissant. Or croissant.
Yes, true.
I hear croissant when you say it. So,
Toussaint. Is that better?
and another thing you gotta think about too, like it's not just the games releasing; it's the DLC that comes with it later too. So, like that's another push to get people to come back to the game in Game
They got
Pass, or
mad DLC for Starfield.
yes.
I'm telling
So, like,
you,
I
they
mean,
do, bro. Oh my goodness.
so like, but I mean, going back to the question for me, Fable and Hellblade are my two that I'm looking forward
Nice.
to, and I think mainly it's because I know what the fuck
I
they are.
really,
know what I'm getting at.
I really liked when they did the gameplay reveal. I thought the gameplay looked 10 times better than I even wanted it to look. You know,
Of what game?
Fable. When
Yeah.
with the giant talking, and then they did the gameplay kind of like flashes into the trailer. Like, dude, that looks.
I think
better than
I think that
thought.
game is going to be fucking special.
Whew.
To be honest with you, I really think that game's going to be really. I think that's going to be one of the games that drags a lot of people back over to Xbox that left before, and a lot of people that come over just because of the wit and the artwork and stuff like that. As long as the gameplay is on point, I think a lot of people are going to love that game. But so
Nice.
we'll see when it comes out.
Nice. You guys heard it. You guys heard Predstradamus with another prediction here when it comes to Fable. Let's see. Let's go K Mega next. K Mega. Did you take a look at the roadmap? And again, we got Pred with Hellblade, got him with Fable. We knew those names were coming up, man. Do you have any surprises for us in kind of like what you're looking at?
I gotta keep on pressing for Hellblade because of the fact that I think people keep on trying to keep overlooking it, or there's some that's trying to overlook it.
I think that's going to be the award winner game right there.
That will be the award winner because it is exactly, and I've said this on GRG, I said this on Addicts podcast, I said this to Dirt, Kids Move, I said this to as many people as possible, because when before Starfield even dropped, everybody was saying Starfield is that game, and Starfield is that game. It is showed that it is that game. But the award-winning acclaim game is Hellblade. It may not garner the same type of sales that Starfield does, but it will get those accolades
It gets the industry respect.
That gets the industry respect and could potentially be that game to get Xbox that first game of the year in 20 years or something.
Shit.
I think it's that special just because there's two factors to it. One, it was already highly acclaimed when it was just a multiplayer. Two, this game is going to be 2-3 times bigger. Sound, graphic quality, everything that what those PlayStation type of games are always presented as being, a showpiece. That's Xbox showpiece. I think people don't need to sleep on Hellblade. Hellblade 2 is going to be that game. Another game that I think that's going to be under the radar is South by Midnight. It's very unusual. People have been asking for more unusual.
Dude, I hope the animation is like the trailer. Like I
do too.
That style.
I hope it does too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will it be a seller? Probably not. But I think it's another game that's going to, because of the music that's going to be implemented to it, it's going to show. It's got the right budget for compulsion to show their chops. And then also, like, it's unique in its own atmosphere. There's not been games like this to come out, and they're starting to maybe that I think that if this game hits an acclaim, that we'll get more games that's going to talk about the South. So me and Fred can definitely start seeing stuff that's coming out from Texas, Oklahoma, folklore, I should say, and things like that to start bringing different.
They got a game coming out from Oklahoma. It's called K Mega Skinwalker in his backyard.
It better be Locke Returns with a vengeance. But anyway,
Locke versus Skinwalker. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway,
K Mega's house blew away.
Locke is noodling. That's what we talking about. But real talk though, I think that game is going to be, of course, Fable is going to be something that is that it did shock me too by how good that looked.
Yeah.
And I mean, this game is probably a couple of years away. You know what I'm saying? I think it may be a 25 release. I think that Indiana Jones, even though I think Indiana Jones is past its prime, it's going to be special. Because
if Indiana Jones is past his prime in terms of the name, then everything will rely on the game and the gameplay itself.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to get at. And I think the game itself will be good. I think the game itself will be gonna good. I think it will be an 80 rated game, and I think it will be one of those games that people will, because as we see, Indiana Jones is just past its prime. It's not resonating with the younger people. I don't think the movies did very well. The last movie did very well.
Yeah, the new one didn't do very well.
Yeah, I just think it's just past its prime. So
it is definitely.
Yeah. So, but I think that the game itself could do good enough to where it could be a stable to happen. And last but not least, I know that there's so many other games out there, but I'm thinking now with everybody that they have involved and things that they're going to do, and I think that Microsoft is going to acquire a couple of more studios and developers, and I think that they might snag up some of these high profile people to go help with the initiative. And I think Perfect Dark is going to be that hit. I think that's going to be the hit of hits. So because we
haven't heard a lot in a while.
Yeah, well, we haven't, because I think that they're still, they're still getting everything put in motion. And if you could go and get a Connie Booth, or if you could go get an Amy Henny to do something, or somebody of that ilk to help on that game, you can resurrect that franchise. And I do think, and you know what I'm saying, and I used to laugh at Sir X-Man on this one, but I do think that Crystal Dynamics is on the crosshairs. I do. I think they are on the crosshairs. So I'm gonna have to give them his flowers tomorrow.
They're gettable.
But I think
they're gettable now.
Oh, man. I think they're very gettable, and I think that would be the perfect group to go ahead and bring into help with the initiative. And I think that they can really do something special with Perfect Dark.
Yeah, because Crystal, they're with Embracer now, right?
Right.
Embracer. The only thing weird about Embracer, they would sell them off, but they would try to do a deal where they held like 8% stock or something weird like that. Yeah.
No, Embracer is known for selling off their companies like that because they know that they can turn a profit on that.
I mean, it's there. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting right
Yeah.
there, man.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Crystal
So those
Dynamics
games
would be a
over
good fit. It would definitely be a good fit.
Oh, and hold on, I got to do this because
Oh,
because
is he going to talk about the sequel? Is that what?
no. I'm going to talk about. Killer Instinct 2.
That is the sequel I was saying. That's exactly
Oh, okay.
what
I thought, yeah.
I knew it, Dark. Dark, I knew it. We could not get to you before you said this.
Yeah.
Man,
I had to do
nobody
it.
wants that trash ass freaking fighting
You
game,
you
bro.
will be very, very surprised of how many people are ready for that. I've seen
What,
so
you
many
and-
PlayStation
you and
people.
what army?
No. I mean, listen, I got me a TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on TikTok. I'm not big on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But when I show Killer Instinct gameplay, people that plays. I mean,
So
I'm a
hold on, you're
PlayStation. I
saying
wish it
Skinny
would become a
Mega already on
PlayStation.
TikTok?
Yeah.
So you're not big on
yeah.
TikTok, so Skinny Mega.
Same,
on
he's
TikTok.
not big on
Yeah,
TikTok, so
Skinny
that
Mega,
means like 50
Skinny Mega.
people saw it, and he's thinking it's a ton of people.
No, it's
That's what
around
I'm
like
saying.
400 people. So it's like 400 people.
Ooh,
So, but I'm just
Dark.
yes,
Ooh,
400 people.
Hey, you
Oh
said
man,
50,
400
you
people.
said 50,
Oh,
Dark. You ain't.
oh
you
man,
ain't
400
super low.
people.
And
He
add another
squashed your
350 to that.
number. He
Yeah,
squashed
add another
it.
350 to that sucker.
Tell me,
Uh.
let me know when you get like 2,000, 4,000 people seeing those.
Okay, I will. I'll
But
start.
until
I'm
then,
posting
he's
more
going to
stuff.
celebrate the victory that he stomped your 50 to the
Yes.
ground.
Yes. My Witcher 3, and
The
my
Witcher.
Tekken gameplays is actually get a lot of attention on TikTok. So yeah, let's go.
Ooh, yeah. So they're Dark.
Let's go.
So Dark.
But don't act like you like Killer Instinct like that. Get out of here, bro.
Dude,
you just trying to instigate shit.
I love my Chinese ghost lady. I love her.
Yeah.
Dude, you cannot. K Mega doesn't give props to like many people when it comes to fighting games or anything like that. He knows that's my character. That's my chick, yo.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Dark, dude, I saved you for last on this one just because I feel like if there's anybody that's gonna take a left turn
Because I'm a pony.
and say something interesting when it comes to this roadmap here,
Uh-huh.
I have a feeling it might be you. Now again, like I pointed out Contraband. I do like South of Midnight. I'm really hyped to see more about that game when that comes out too. I have a feeling you're gonna go Clockwork, but I got to ask you, man. Some of the games in this roadmap, dude, we're about to get hit with first party like all over the place, bro. It's gonna be crazy, man. What's on your mind?
All these games look like trash.
Oh,
I ain't playing any of them.
Fuck you, man. He's like, I'm just gonna play Jusant. That's it.
Yeah. What are you playing? What are you playing next year?
I'm playing Game Pass. That's what I'm playing.
You playing Spider-Man again?
Playing Spider-Man? No, hell no, because Spider-Man's done. He's done.
I'm playing Game Pass, man.
He said it's got to take a while for him to master the gameplay Venom. Venom, he's got to master.
Listen. I have to acclimate myself to the Xbox brand because it's so crappy.
Forcefully?
No,
Forcefully?
I'm just kidding.
I gotta make myself play these games.
Just messing around. I have 4 here. 4 games that I'm like super ecstatic for. Avowed, which looks phenomenal. I think it's gonna be Obsidian Skyrim, what with guns and swords, and I think you're going to be able to be like pirate type of characters and stuff. So I'm excited for that. Plus, it's set in the Pillars of Eternity universe, so that's.
I like the art style for Avowed because there's a lot of like colorful, almost cartoony elements, and then when you zoom in, like the amount of detail, there's so much detail in the characters and stuff. It's a really interesting mix when it comes to the art style.
For sure, dude. Fable, of course. I love Fable. I love Fable 1, 2, 3. Any Fable is good Fable. I'm excited for that. I can't wait for that. The Clockwork Revolution looks really good.
I knew it.
At least we saw gameplay of that, so that's gonna be up my alley. That looks like a Bioshock kind of Bioshock Infinite type of game to me. So I'm definitely in for that. And then State of Decay 3. I want to see more. I want to see more of that. I'm excited for it, but I want to see more because apparently what they showed is how they're going to want that's how their game's going to look, where it's going to look more realistic. So I want to see more of that. I want to see if Play Dead can not Play Dead, Undead Labs can pull that off.
I'm
But
hearing the next one's going to be massive in size.
yeah, I'm sure it's going to be, and I hope I
That's
hope
what she said.
that they learn. I hope that they learn from their lessons from State of Decay 2 and are like, okay, this is kind of. I mean, State of Decay 2 became good after some time, because they needed to work out all the kinks and stuff.
I think they have to make sure their bug quality control is a lot better
For sure.
than when
For
State of
sure.
Decay dropped, because that's what it was. It was all bugs on the
For
sequel.
sure, dude.
Yeah.
Like it was very buggy game, so like it was almost hard to play because it was so buggy when it first came out. And then the rest of the games that are on this list, I mean, they all honestly everything on here looks I mean, I don't think I have a problem with anything that's on this list, to be honest.
Yeah, I know that's kind of nasty, right? When you look at what's coming, even Flight Simulator, because they're gonna have that. They're gonna do the careers. You're gonna be able to do like flight rescue.
I think the only two games that I would probably be like I don't have any interest in. Well, 3 games: Towerborn, Flight Simulator, and Aura History Untold. Those are the only ones that I'm just kind of like don't really
see. I think Towerborn. Yo, K Mega, what do you think about what you've seen from Towerborn, man? Do you see what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be that golden
fun.
axe, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, but see that again, it's kind of like how I look at Indiana Jones. Like I think that because I know that
what kind of game is that?
it's a 4-player it's a 4-player multiplayer type of kind of like what Bob was talking about.
It's a scrolling beat 'em up. Like,
yeah, scroll and beat 'em up. It looks fun.
Yeah.
I definitely going to play it, but I think that is a game that will have legs but low legs. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be something that's going to be a juggernaut hit. It's going to be one of those cult classics that will catch on and that will stay sustainable. Because it's going to
grab a community.
It staying sustainable. It's going to grab a community, and that's kind of like how I look at Indiana Jones in that sense of like, and that's where I was making that point of saying like, look, it needs to have that gameplay, and to make the franchise go further in the video game space because the movies is dead, and so therefore it needs to get life by bringing in something brand new. And I think that game is the same thing. That's when Bot always brings up Golden Axe, like the younger audience is not going to gravitate.
No,
to Golden
yeah,
Axe
but see, I'm saying that to you guys though. I'm not saying that to them, but I think it can grab people the same way though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, I can feel you.
Especially with the art style and from what I saw from the gameplay, it's so smooth. Like it really looks.
Isn't it like a?
It's not tower defense.
Like, no, not tower defense, but like a dungeon. Not a dungeon crawler, but a What do they call those damn games? Where you die and then you repeat the fucking level over again. It's not one of those, is it?
No. You're talking
like Returnal and Hades.
Yeah,
and
Returnal. Yeah,
permadeath,
roguelike.
It's not like that, right?
No.
Then if it comes to,
it's more like,
since it's coming to Game Pass,
it's more like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade game type situation.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll probably check it out then.
Yeah.
Because I like the last one.
And I think they give you there's new weekly missions and stuff like that, and there's a whole kind of like continuing, kind of like theme going on with the game. you're basically defending the last tower of humanity or some
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah.
Well, to speak
Thinking
on
of it, look
what
at a
K
better
Mega was,
graphic. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
what you were saying about Indiana Jones, I think the thing is with Indiana Jones, they have to make it for modern age, right? Like
Yes.
it can't be like the way that Indiana Jones was like in the past, right? So it's definitely going to be a very challenging thing, and I just don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off. But the company that has that game, that's making that game, is Machine Games, and they made the Wolfenstein series, so it might be up their alley to be able to do it. I don't know.
They might be able to put a
just-
fresh twist on
Yeah,
like what you
because
would expect from the game.
they put a big fresh twist on Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah.
so-
Oh hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh hell yeah, they
yeah.
did.
So Indiana Jones is gonna definitely need that twist, that freshness to it.
Yeah, like I think I agree with Mega from before. Like it's gonna be on the actual game and gameplay. They're not gonna be able to just rest on the franchise name. Like they got to make sure
Right.
it's gonna be a tight, immersive like experience. You know, exactly like she said. But anyway, guys, that's it. We've come to the end of the show. Is it? We are done for the night, and I will be working all weekend. Sounds like a lot of fun. But yo, shout out to the chat. You guys have been absolutely incredible. I see Sir X-Man was mixing it up in there for a little bit. We see Mr. Kima. I have not seen him in a while, yo. Shout out to Kima. Verge, what is up, bro? It's good to see all you guys. That is it, guys. You know, like a 40-year-old with a comb over, it is time to get those plugs in. And you know what? Let's start with Pred tonight. Pred, what do you got, man? How you signing out here?
I got nothing.
Got nothing.
See you next week.
He still hates Destiny though. Yo, Dark, bro. Again, I don't think you disappointed me at all when it came to your picks, dude. We have so many games coming out, and
There is, yeah.
and I think this year is really going to go down as one of those really good years, man. When you look back at it, the games we've played, we're not
this
even done.
year, I think even next year is going to be even
Better.
bigger.
Yeah, I think so too, man. But it's your time, man. What do you got for your sign off, bro?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, Dark Optimus. You can also find me on Xbox and PlayStation at the same name. And you guys can find me here every Thursday on the next podcast at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And you guys can always find me on the GRG podcast every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern with K Mega 405.
Nice. Yo, Mega, he said always and every Friday. Like he's always every. Like he said
Not
he's
if that
gonna be
mic's-
there.
I mean,
not
K
if that
Mega is
mic
more
not working.
consistent than you are, so I'm just throwing that out there.
well, yo, Mega, you got your show coming up
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
What are you going to be talking about, man? What's going on with GRG, and then anything else you want to share, bro?
Yeah, no, I mean it's a great I don't have any guests or anything, but we're getting close to 300 episodes, and we're getting close to getting over 5,000 subs, and I'm excited for the end of the year. But what I'm very excited for is that I think after the last two trailers that came from Tekken is going to be the best in overall best-selling fighter and the most acclaimed fighter over all the fighters that's come out in this past year. This is I'm looking at this because I mean Mortal Kombat had to answer by showing Omni-Man, which looks dope, and Mortal Kombat is dope. I know that I haven't been doing Fight Night because it's on hiatus. That's why I get these single player games.
That's becoming a section on this show.
I said it's been. I know I've came out and said it's going on hiatus until I beat these three single player games before the awards come, but then Fight Night's going to come back. But I'm so excited for Tekken to actually get this type of acclaim. Like Tekken has acclaim, but to get to be better than Mortal Kombat, I think it's going to outsell Mortal Kombat. And that's saying something.
I don't think that's going to be hard to do because you know why?
Why?
Mortal Kombat has so many freaking microtransactions. It's not even funny.
That's what I'm saying. Mortal Kombat got themselves in a position. Like, I mean, I buy the Ultimate Edition of all my fighters, right? But this is nuts. Like, people are so gravitated to Tekken, even over Street Fighter 6. And Street Fighter 6 is an incredible fighter. Mortal Kombat is so different that I think that the old traditional Mortal Kombat fans are still trying to figure it out. I like this new premise of what they're doing with it, and people will eventually change, but it's now the perfect time to where Tekken is going to be the #1 fighter in the world. I can't believe this because they just dropped 2 trailers, a new character that's going to be coming out, and then they dropped a series of old characters that they're going to be dropping. My mind is blown right now of how many people are talking about Tekken over everything else fighter-wise in the fighter sector. So I know I'm a fighter idiot, but whatever. Come and check out the GRG podcast tomorrow night. I'm sure we'll have some cool topics, and if not, then we'll be just acting a damn fool, having a good night, getting y'all ready for the weekend. Monday afternoons, me and Ham Solo do a podcast called The Crossover. It will be back on my channel this week. Hope you guys come and check it out. And then I will hit up my brother the Don. We'll be doing the Devin the Gamer next week at some point, hopefully Tuesday. And then I will be doing another just personal My Thoughts video. And just talking about like some of the things that's been happening. Hope you guys will come and check it out. But yeah, KMega45, man. On Twitter at KMega4, on TikTok at KMega4. Facebook, I ain't done anything on Facebook, so fuck it. But other than that, let's just go, man. I really appreciate it, man. And I'll be here Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Burning the midnight oil as Bob is the Johnny Carlson and I'm the Egg McMahon pretty soon. Egg McMahon's finna retire.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
You got that contract ready, right, K-Mega?
Yeah, I'm ready for my new contract, man. I'm still waiting on my $35 in nickels and dimes, man. I mean, we gonna have to renew that, man. I'm ready.
Dark intercepted that shit, man. He stole it.
What?
Yeah. Like I sent it out. He intercepted it, man. I don't know.
I sent a drone and I was just like,
them crazy West Coast people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Give me back my nickels and dimes, damn it.
Yeah, man, I want my nickels and dimes. Well, send me $35 in pennies. At least send me something.
Yo, shout out to Verge hitting up that super chat. He said Xbox. He said go back to the old layout. What are you talking? If you're talking about the icons, it just didn't appear this time. All right, I apologize. They will be back on the next show. I promise. But if you're talking about an older layout, I do have all the old layouts saved on my OneDrive. So if you ever want to see any of those come back, let me know. I'll throw it together, yeah. I have no problem doing that. But yes, guys, that's it. It's the end of the show. I gotta get ready for work over the weekend while everybody else it sounds like they're planning on having a good time. But I will get my gaming in. And as usual, guys, we will see you next week for the next podcast. Yo, have a great night, everybody.
Peace. Go Rams, go Thunder, go Sooners. Let's go.
Go Giants, go Bulls.
Mini Mall Monkeys Micro Mills Plaza, the ultimate Earth life simulator. Create tiny human life forms by just adding sub-zero radioactive water to a micro life powder packet and see your mall's inhabitants grow in just minutes. Watch them stroll, shop, and live as they autonomously move throughout their very own shopping complex, completely unaware of your presence. Engage in fascinating examination of standard Earth activity or declare a Black Friday and send your shoppers into a violent bargain hunting frenzy where only the strong survive. Mini Mall Monkeys Micro Mills Plaza comes with environmentally stabilized shopping mall biochamber, 3 packets of powdered micro monkeys, and stirring stick from Lil Labs.